Imagine waking up one day, looking at the news and seeing one terrifying headline. Earth's core has stopped generating heat. Beneath our feet, the molten metal heart of the planet, the thing that has kept Earth alive for billions of years, is no longer glowing. The core has gone cold. From the outside, nothing seems to have changed yet. The sky is still blue. The oceans still move. People still go to work. But deep below, a silent countdown begins a chain reaction that will strip away everything we know, layer by layer, until Earth is a dead, frozen husk drifting through space. So, what happens in the days, months, and years after the planet's core dies? Let's begin. At first, the changes are invisible. The Earth's core is made of two parts, a solid inner core and a liquid outer core, both mostly iron and nickel. The movement of the molten outer core creates Earth's magnetic field, our invisible shield against deadly solar radiation. If the core goes cold, convection currents stop. The magnetic field weakens and then collapses. Your phone still works, your lights are still on. But in space, a silent danger is already pouring in. Charged particles from the sun now have a direct path to Earth's surface. Within days, you see auroras like never before. Red, green, and purple waves lighting up the skies all over the world, not just near the poles. At first, people celebrate, taking photos and posting videos. But these auroras are a warning. The radiation behind them begins to fry satellites in orbit. GPS systems glitch. Communications black out. Astronauts in the ISS retreat to shielded areas to avoid lethal exposure. For the first time in human history, the sun has a clear shot at us. With no magnetic field, geomagnetic storms caused by solar flares now hit the planet directly. Power grids fail worldwide. Electronics burn out. Imagine an entire city going dark in an instant. Not because of a storm on Earth, but because of a storm on the sun. And it's happening everywhere. Civilization begins to rewind by decades. Airplanes grounded, hospitals without power. Modern life is crumbling, and this is only the beginning. The magnetic field doesn't just protect us from radiation, it keeps our atmosphere from being blown away by the solar wind. Without it, the upper layers of our atmosphere start to erode into space. Slowly at first, then faster. Scientists estimate that within tens of thousands of years, Earth could lose the oxygen and nitrogen that make life possible. But we won't have to wait that long for the next disaster to hit. The molten outer core isn't just responsible for our magnetic field. It also drives plate tectonics by keeping the mantle active. With the core cold, the mantle begins to solidify. Earthquakes become rare. Volcanoes stop erupting. On the surface, that might sound like a blessing. No more disasters. But in reality, it's a death sentence. Without volcanoes, fresh minerals and nutrients stop being released into the environment. Entire ecosystems will begin to collapse. Volcanic activity also releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, a critical part of regulating Earth's temperature over millions of years. Without it, CO2 levels drop. With less greenhouse gas, the planet starts cooling. Ice spreads from the poles toward the equator. Crops fail. Famine sweeps the globe. In just a few thousand years, the once green Earth begins to look like a frozen wasteland. Even before the planet freezes completely, life is already under assault from another angle: radiation. Without a magnetic shield, cosmic rays penetrate deeper into the atmosphere, bombarding everything on the surface. Cancer rates skyrocket. Species that can't find shelter underground or underwater begin to vanish. Humans retreat into radiation-shielded bunkers, but only the richest or most prepared have a chance. For the rest, survival is a lottery. Without volcanic vents at the ocean floor, nutrient cycles collapse. Phytoplankton, the foundation of the marine food web, begin to die out. With them goes the oxygen they produce and about 50% of what we breathe. The oceans turn into vast, lifeless deserts of water. Coral reefs bleach and crumble. The last whales swim through silent seas before vanishing forever. Over millions of years, the atmosphere is stripped away completely. Earth becomes cold and airless like Mars. The oceans freeze solid. From space, our planet looks nothing like the vibrant blue marble we know today. It's gray, icy, and dead, just another frozen rock orbiting a distant sun. And somewhere in that ice are the remnants of cities, buried beneath layers of frost, waiting for an alien archaeologist to stumble upon them. If humanity had enough warning, we might survive by building underground cities or colonizing other planets before the core went cold. But the truth is, our survival would depend on escaping Earth entirely. Without its molten heart, the planet is doomed. And so are we, unless we find a new home. So the real question isn't just what would happen if the core went cold, but whether we could ever be ready for it. The Earth's core is the reason life exists at all. Without it, our planet would be unrecognizable, hostile, frozen, and silent. But the core will eventually cool, just not for billions of years. The danger is real, but it's far in the future. Still, it makes you wonder, if Earth is already on a timer, what's the plan when the clock runs out? If you want to know the terrifying chain reaction that would happen if the Earth stopped spinning, click here, because that might actually kill us much faster.